Hey guys, it's Jillian, and today we're talking about my zipper die. This is the zipper die, in case you didn't know, and it's kind of intimidating, but with this video tutorial and many more that I'm going to start making, you guys will totally understand how to use it, and it'll be great. So, what you'll need for the project, we're not really doing a project today, but we're doing a little tutorial that can teach you how to make a project. What you're gonna need is obviously our Spellbinder zipper die vise die. You'll need, this is kind of optional, but this Spellbinders, it cuts out paper perfectly for you. So I like to use that because I'm not such a perfect paper cutter. You're gonna need this, one of our zipper stamp sets. It's going to be listed in the down bar, so you can go ahead and buy that if you need to. Everything will be listed in the down bar. And then you'll need 2 sheets of paper cut the same size. You'll also need adhesive and 2 stamping blocks, or more if you're going to do more stamps, and archival ink and distress ink, or basically any kind of ink, and any kind of marker. We're not going to use this for much, that's why it's yellow. So basically, oh, you'll also need a die cutting machine. You can use a grand caliber, a Cuttlebug, whatever, but I'm using a grand caliber. You're also going to want some Scotch tape, or whatever kind of like removable tape that you have, because this is going to help you a lot. So basically, this is my example, and what the zipper does is you can fold it back, and there will be a sentiment revealed underneath. So what I'm doing, I'm going to move the grand caliber out of the way for just a couple minutes so that I can really get in depth with you guys. What you want to do is you're going to take some of the Scotch tape, and what you want to do is very nicely straighten this on out so it's all the way straight. And it can go to the end if you want it to, but it doesn't have to. So when you're confident it's straight, and the reason that you put tape on it is to guarantee it's straight. So once you think it's straight, take some tape, go ahead and put it on there. You can do that in a couple places. If you really want a good effect, you can also use wax paper and put it so that it comes out easier. But what this is going to do, it's not going to cut the whole thing out, so you can do whatever you please. So basically, we're just going to place this on the cutting mat, on the base plate, and then you can put the cutting plate over top. This is the correct sandwich if you're cutting. And then you can take your grand caliber, your cutting machine, and run it through. And the back of all our die packages, they state what sandwiches you need for your die cuts. So if you have a Cuttlebug, it'll say what you need to use with that. It'll say what you need to use for every kind of machine. So it's a really cool thing because you're not just limited to the grand caliber. But the grand caliber is my favorite machine, actually, in my opinion. But you can go with whatever you like because you can. So see how it cut it out, but it didn't cut it out all the way. So, and even if you prefer, if you want to make it long, what you can do is use wax paper, and I think I already mentioned that, but you can also line it up with the notches, with the last notch, and extend the length if you need to, so you could do whatever you needed to. So now what you want to do is you want to take your bottom layer, and I'm going to move the plates out of the way, you're not going to need those anymore, and I'm going to line them up. Then, after I've lined them up, I'm taking the marker and the brush tip, and I'm just marking it a little where in the margins that I need to have my inside stamp. So I'm going to put a note on the outside. Actually, no. I'm going to put on the outside, lucky, and then on the inside, to have a friend like you. So we're going to position these on our blocks. And basically what we're going to do on the inside is we're going to use picked raspberry. And what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and stamp to have a friend like you as far to the middle as we can get it. And if it doesn't go right in the middle, it's fine. Also, if you get a little bit of ink on your block, make sure to wipe it off, because that could cause for bad things. Anyway, so right in that margin that we talked about, you're going to want to stamp it right there. So now I've stamped lucky to have a friend like you right there. It's not perfectly in the middle, but it works. On the outside then, I'm going to stamp lucky with my archival distress. It's not archival and distress, but I put lucky. And I'm gonna add pull here, because I really like that stamp. I like how it says pull here, and it's really cute. So right there, I got pull here. So now what I'm gonna do is just basically line it up right here. Line it up and use my adhesive. And I'm not going to use adhesive right where the zipper is. I want to avoid that area so that when the person pulls it, it doesn't stick, because then it wouldn't be the zipper. So this is like a really simple technique, and there are more things you can do and go into it when you're just starting out. So there we go. If you see now the person that receives the card, which this isn't a card really, I just decided to quickly show you this in the video. This is the card that I made. So it's not really a card, but it says Merry Christmas and so much more. So that's really cute, and I use my Tim Holtz distress markers, which I'm going to show you how to do exactly this in the next video tutorial. So yeah, so basically what the person's going to do when they receive it is, so it says lucky, and then you can pull it to have a friend like you, and then you can add stuff. Like I would add a flower to that. I think a flower would look pretty cute right on there. You could do whatever you want. The possibilities are really endless. And if the more you work with the zipper, the easier it is, and you will totally love it, guys. You will love it. So basically that's all for now, but I will be showing you how, in the next video tutorial, how to color in your marshmallow to look like a s'more, and it's gonna be really awesome. So I'll see you guys next video. Bye! So basically what the person's going to do when they receive it is they're going to pull it, and then it says, oops, I pulled it right off.